Uh, so Danilo is a global evangelist of FME since 2007. FME stands for Feature Manipulation Engine. And he'll be talking about vision computer with FME ETL. So good luck, Danilo. You may please go ahead.
Yes, thanks. Thanks, Amal. Thanks, everything, for interesting event. This is my second time here to be a speaker in GeoPython conference. This is amazing. In 2017, I was in Basel, in Switzerland, to participate and to give you so many experiences using FME into FME is Python. So I will screen now. I will share my screen. Just a second. Nice. Okay, we'll share my screen. Excellent.
Yeah, perfect. I'm able to see. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. So, visual computer with FME ETL. So, this is an interesting talk. Yes, about how can we configure in FME to use in vision computer. Yes, FME is in the next slides, I will present something very fast about FME. What is FME ETL tool? But I have introduced you about how can I identify objects using the powerful tools, the powerful systems, the powerful events with FME. Yeah. So next slide. Say hello, né? Who I am. Danilo de Lima Veneziani. Okay. I am CEO from the company Soluções e Análises de Dados. I have experience in more than 11 years in platform FME, included all the platform, yes, FME desktop, FME server, and FME cloud. I have more of 17 trainings given around here in Brazil and South America, in person and remotely. I have official certifications provided by Safe Software. I would like to explain about Safe Software in a few slides. And I have official certifications, professional and training. Before I begin to start explain about vision computer in FME, I would like to talk about Solution, your company. Solution, the headquarters is in the city of São José dos Campos, Brazil, South America. And we have a strong relationship between Safe Software. We are reseller bronze partner here in South America. And this title bronze partner is provide services, license in FME, make consultants, training, official training here in Portuguese language, yes, and projects too here in Brazil. So as I told you on the slide before, we are bronze partner from Safe Software. Safe Software is a company that developed FME. Safe Software is hosted in Canada, Vancouver, Canada, Surrey. Yes, sitting very neighbor from Vancouver. Safe Software was founded in 1993 by two co-founders, Don Monnery and Dale Lutz. Safe Software recognized that local companies were encouraging a lot of data challenge, yes, and today FME is using integration platform between different formats. Yes, FME, for example, enables over 10,000 organizations worldwide, for example. And these companies using FME to share the data where, when, yes, and how it's needed. Yes. FME is known for the ability to address the complex challenges posed by location information, and software offers the services in the network of over 115 partners around the world. It's a little history about software that we, Solution, are bronze partner. So, some information about the platform before we started talking about machine learning, vision computer into FME, how to do this configuration into transformers. I will explain about transformers. So platform FME, there is 3 important platform interfaces into platform FME. FME desktop is the interface that you build and run your workflows. Is the interface that you read different formats using transform to validate your data, validation, something types of validation, topology, attributes, spatial relationship between some different filter types from relationship from different formats. Yes, formats, for example, data, Excel, CSV, for example, data, tabular data, and point clouds, rasters, vectors, shapefile, and this year FME is working with machine learning. Yes, AI is was implemented into FME. So FME desktop is the place that you build and run workflows that you build. FME server is automated that you build in FME desktop. Automate your workflows using some triggers to start your process and write some databases, some data, some dashboards that you want to see your result. And FME Cloud has the same platform, is similar platform with FME server, but how is the name is called FME Cloud? FME Cloud is the FME server hosted in cloud using AWS, Amazon services. Okay. So FME is a platform ETL, extract, transform, and load your data. Yes. Extract, yes. You can extract some information, topology, geometry, attributes from more than 500 different formats. Data, for example, structured data and unstructured data, linked data, time series, and more different formats. T from ETL, transform. Using transforms, I will explain about transforms, how can you use and configure these transforms. What is transformers? It's not the cars that we see on the move, but transformers are the boxes, building boxes into FME. When you start FME, there is more than 500 transformers that you can see, drag and drop your workflows and load from ETL, term ETL, load into more than 500 different formats. For example, in just workflow, you can read 5, 4, 10 different formats, okay? And you can write just one format, or no, the relation is n for n, for example, because it's possible into FME to build a workflow, and you can read in different formats on reader, make transformation and build write a different writers. Okay? And some important things to explain is into FME, you can extend custom connectors through REST, okay? So R, language R, Python, and others type, others technology, others you can do some integrations using API to building into your workflow. The data is hosted in the cloud and make this integration, this interoperability. There is not interoperability into FME. This next slide, about transformers that I taught some slides before. Transformers are the building blocks in your FME data transformation workflows, and which transformers has a specific functions. Yes? And when you combine two or three transformers, you can create a powerful integration workspace. For example, I received a deep shape file, for example, and I would like to check which geometry has this shape file. I can use it. Transforms geometry filter is a geometry filter. Excellent. Drag and drop. I have a video embedded in this slide that show how can you use and call transformers, and of course to show Visual Computer. And another example, I have a database Oracle or PostGIS, and I would like to make some validation, attributes validation. I have, yes, in FME, attribute filter, yes, and you can use in very easy, the powerful of transformers. I included a video that show how can I call transformers in FME. Just begin to write it that you want to do, and all the transformers with name is open, showing in our FME workbench. This is FME desktop that I show you. For example, buffer. I would like to create a buffer from a point. I start to write buffer, and transformer buffer is open, showing for me. And I enter from my keyboard. Okay, I have the transformers into my workspace. Just drag and drop. Okay, this is transformers. Blocks, building blocks that you can use more easily in our ETL process. Okay, next stop. Next slide. We have this interesting slide about Visual Computer and FME. From version on the last year, 2019, transformers was included into FME to recognize objects. Okay, I listed here for important transformers was implemented for Visual Computer. For example, raster object detector. Okay, preparer, raster object detector sample generator. On the we have in the center of your slide the transformer raster object detector detection model training, and the last one, raster object detector. This is transformers that you can use in preparing positive, negative photos, training FME to recognize objects into something, into photos, into videos. Is possible. For example, you can use FME to extract a video. This video will split in photos, okay? And you can extract some information. I have two important examples that you use in Visual Computer in FME here in Brazil. Visual Computer, these transformers that I showed you in the slide before, raster, The transformers to recognize objects using OpenCV library. Okay, when you install FME in your machine, some plugins, the OpenCV library will install it into a folder FME. For example, OpenCV annotation, OpenCV create samples, okay, OpenCV train cascade, the OpenCV visualization. This is very important when you begin to training FME to vision computer. Okay, and we will explain some things, plugins that we have in here in our slide. So it's important to describe 5 stages to vision computer process into FME. It's necessary to follow these stages. Data collection, okay, it's necessary. OpenCV to do, you have a lot of positive images, yes, positive and negative, yes. Create annotations. I will explain how can you create annotation. Training the model, okay, into transform for specific to identify objects, detection, and reporting results. The best way to inform the user that all the process was completed is, for example, in the end of your workflow, using a transformer to send a mail. Okay, it's possible. And there is an interesting transformer called a mailer that you can see as attached the results for all the users, for example. Okay? Data collection. Data collection collect a lot of samples, hundreds or thousands examples, positive and negative. Collect even more negative samples that you can create annotation, training the transformer. Okay. Use annotations as clippets to create even more negative. So in this slide, we have a data collection, for example, positive and negative. This is a example here in São José dos Campos that we created. We worked in data collection. In our first example, we collected so many positive photos containing municipal dumping from our city. Positive and negative, 100 examples. For the next stage was create annotation. For create annotation, we used OpenCV annotation, okay, and converted digitalized rectangles to annotation file with FME using this transformer on this slide, raster object detector sample preparer. And here we have in the code writer, the annotation that we can use it into embedded transformer. The annotation, yes, when this is a part of your job manually, yes, when we draw the municipal dumpings, okay, analyzing the positive examples, photos. Yes, I draw here a rectangle that we can teach the FME to identify municipal dumpings. Okay, annotation, the second stage of the CV. Oops. Okay, and training. Using a transformer object, raster object detection model training is necessary to training, yes, to training FME to identify. And into transformer, you have some inputs, positive sample, where is the background description file, number of positive sample and negative sample that we have. And for this example, I used a not so high number of positive and negative, but this is a configuration into this transformer to training. The next stage is detection using the raster object detector. This is an interesting transform that we included the XML file that we created in the transform before. Okay, this transform is responsible to send the to show the results that the detection. For example, in the next slide, we have here a photo, lixeira in Portuguese language, and translation for English, municipal dumpings, okay, was identify objects using FME, okay, and we sent the results, okay, by email using a transformer emailer. Here, here is the result of workflow that you use it to create this automatization vision computing in FME using import transformers, raster object detector, sample preparer, raster object detection model training, and raster object detector, the final stage of this process. And I forgot to put into this presentation, this slide, the last transformer emailer to send email for all the users with the results. Okay. If I would like, if you want to send a mail and generate a shape file with the polygons that he recognized and generate a KML files, is possible into just workspace? Yes, it's possible. This relationship doesn't matter if you have a lot of readers, a lot of writers, you can just create a just workspace. Okay, and this is an example that we created. This is an interesting theme, power transformers. We created a workspace for electric company, important electric company here in Brazil. The goal of this project, people, was a technical is on the street, okay? And he takes a picture from a mobile with the GPS enabled. Just, okay? After this action, he opened an app called FME Server Apps. Is possible in Android and iOS to download free, and send the picture in real time to FME to identify if the picture has a power transformer, okay? And when the technical takes a picture, there are metadata files, longitude and latitude, will be in the photo. And with FME, there is a workspace into FME preparing to receive a photo and geocode this photo. First stage, identify a power transformer. Yes, there is a power transformer. Okay, the next stage is geolocalization of this photo and generate a KML and send for the user to look into your mobile URL to make a download for your data. Very interesting. Here we have the mobile, send a photo, and a workspace. But what's the technology involved? FME Server Apps, okay? FME Server, FME Desktop, the workspace prepared to receive the photos, identify power transformers, and generate KML, and FME Server to create this automatization, okay? Receive it in real time to communication between mobile apps, FME Server apps, and the FME Desktop workbench, your workflow that you created into FME Desktop. And
last 3 minutes left.
Okay. You can create this integration, yes, real time using FME Server or FME Cloud. Okay, that I explained. And we have here a video that show this FME Data Express is open, and the technical on the streets will take a picture from here. Take a picture, send this picture to FME Server. Okay, uploading files, and automatically there is a workflow that will receive this photo and trying to identify an object power transformers that we are training. Okay, is identified. We received IMA link for download the result, and a KML file will open transforming Google Earth, transforming and some informations about latitude and longitude, and of course, there is transformer, power transformers, yes, and latitude and longitude. And in the right side, we have here a photo with a rectangle drawing with FME. Okay? Thanks, everyone, to amazing events. And there is my email. And if you have some doubts, you can send an email, and this we answer your questions. Thanks, Emma.
Thanks a lot, Danilo, for the awesome session.
Yes, thanks.
I don't see any questions in the Q&A section. People, we have 2 minutes. If you have any questions, you may please write them in the Q&A section, else you can join the GeoTrack and then write your questions there, and Danilo would be answering those.
Yes.
I think we don't have any questions as of now. Thanks a lot, Danilo, for joining and giving an awesome presentation.
Yes,
you may actually see some questions in the GeoTrack, so please glue to it. Have a nice day. Yep.
Yes, you too. Thanks, everyone.